Hey guys, so today's video is a getting ready with me tutorial. I've already started by moisturizing my face, putting on chapstick, and priming my eyes. Using a palette that's by Color Theory that I actually got from CVS, I'm going to go into a deep purple shade. Using a flat shader brush, I'm going to pack the product all over my eyelid. And maybe a little bit higher into the crease. Using a matte brown that's close to my skin tone and a flat top blending brush, I'm going to go into the crease and my outer V, basically to define the crease and to give it some definition without it being too defined by using a black or something like that. Oh, and also to blend out the purple to make the line not so harsh. So going into a champagne sparkly color with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. Making sure to blend so that the lines aren't harsh. Going back with that flat shader brush, I'm going to go into the champagne color and put it in my tear ducts to brighten up the eyes a bit. Now I'm going into a sparkly black that's in that same Color Theory palette with a flat eyeshadow smudge brush, and I'm going to define my lower lash line, my waterline or my lower lash line. Making sure to wiggle the brush around to really get into the lashes. Now it's time for mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Great Lash in Big or whatever it's called, in the blackest color they have, but you can use any mascara you like. Making sure to wiggle close to the lashes just so that it's a little dark and defined. Now I'm making sure my hands are clean and that all the moisturizer that I already put on my face is rubbed in before I prime my face using L'Oreal primer. Taking a dime size amount, I apply it to my T-zone, basically lining my T-zone, and everything that's left over I just put anywhere else. Making sure to get it in there good so that you can't see it on the pores. And then I just take the excess and bring it down to my neck. Using my Sheer Cover Mineral Concealer, I'm just going to use my fingers to basically conceal all my problem areas. I just go into it and dab it on the areas I'm having problems. And then after putting the product everywhere I want it to be, I start to blend with my fingers so that there's no streaks or lines and there's no indication of a concealer, so that it's camouflaged. And the warmth from your fingers really helps with that. You just have to make sure your hands are clean so that you don't make your breakout worse, so you don't dirty your face. So still just blending it in. Now, using my sheer cover mineral foundation and a dual fiber stippling brush, I go into it and I swirl it around the foundation and start at my jawline, I guess you could call it, and I make sure to just pat the product over the areas where I put concealer, not to swirl, so that I don't move the concealer around. You could always blend out the edges so that it doesn't look too cakey. And now I'm just getting into the hairline, and I'm going to set the under eyes, and then I bring some down to my neck and my earlobes and such, so that there's not a line of indication, or that it blends better and looks more natural. Now, using a peach colored blush, I'm going in with an angled blush brush, and I'm going to start from my hairline and work down to the apples of my cheeks. Basically to use as sort of a highlight and a blush, because the blush has silver flecks in it, so it's good for that also. Doing the same, just making sure to build the blush up, to start off light and then build it up so that I don't end up with clown face. Now I'm just blending the blush in, and I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and then my cupid's bow, the top of my lip, basically to highlight the T-zone. And now for my lips, I'm going to wipe off that chapstick that I already put on, and I'm going to start applying the lip gloss I'm going to wear for today. It's a nude pinkish purple color that's by Essence, called Nude Kiss. And I just start concentrating in the center of the lips and bringing it out. And now I'm cleaning up the edges, basically just softening them out so it's not such a harsh line. Even though it's a gloss, it's still nude, and I'm just softening it up. I don't need a lip liner with it. Just cleaning up the edges and blotting my lips together. And now for hair. I basically put my hair up into little braids before I got into the shower and tied it to the back of my head so that it could get some steam and just crinkle up a little bit. I want it to look kind of like natural and nappy, kind of like I'm going to the park or to a beach or something like that. And I'm just taking my fingers and letting the air flow through it because it's a little damp from the steam. Now I could add some serum so that it doesn't look maybe so frizzy or dry, but just basically fanning out the waves and trying to pump it up a little bit. But yeah, thanks for watching.